it's especially a pleasant event in the sense that it's nice not to be the most hated banker in Iceland. When I have been sitting in Copenhagen and watching Iceland from abroad, and then I will do a short comparison with two other banking crises, Thailand and Turkey. It seems like we Nordic people, every time somebody tells us to do something, we will refuse. I will tell you, when I prepared this presentation, I spent more time on this presentation than I did any presentation in the last 5 years. This is our measure of the output gap. I think some economists in Iceland would disagree with that we have such a large output gap in our measures. An area where I don't see a lot of room for growth is in terms of private consumption. Obviously, Iceland is a small, very small economy. And the ISAVE know there is probably going to be a negative consequence. But again, I would stress I don't think it will be major, as I think we will have a relatively swift resolution. But if you're unemployed, you don't feel the crisis is over. And I'm very sure that you all know somebody who's lost their job, and they do not feel well. As a result of high unemployment, wage growth is likely to be relatively moderate, and should be moderate. The only way to create jobs is, of course, through a continued improvement of Icelandic's competitive situation. The Icelandic krona is helping, but it's also necessary that the wage growth remain relatively subdued and not grow faster than productivity growth. We are forecasting somewhere around 4% wage growth in the coming years, and I think that's clearly the limit to what the economy can take. Mark Gudmundsson will tell you, inflation is evil and we need to fight it.
Mark Gudmundsson will tell you, inflation is evil and we need to fight it.
Optimistic that inflation will remain low and below the 2.5% target of Seðlabanki. We do not make financial forecasts on the Icelandic economy at the moment. Why are we not doing that? Because we have capital restrictions in place, and as such, it does not really make any sense. And you would see that the Icelandic krona is somewhere around 25% undervalued on that measure. This is normal in our crisis-hit economy. You will also see that we forecast, and this is including our forecast, a weaker recovery